relationships are two-sided. For relationships to work, both parties need to put an effort, right? If a relationship is going to be of one helping another, let's say less fortunate, if the helper, the one who's trying to help, plays his part and gives the help, but the second one does not want the help, does not accept the help, then ultimately the chain breaks. That's not a relationship that's going to function, right? So once a chain is broken, it starts moving to be dysfunctional, right? Which starts being bad and negative for your life, right? So I feel like evaluations, you see how countries, companies, go through their budget, to see where they can cut costs, where they can do this or that, like just to evaluate the people in your life is very important. It's super important. And it has to be paired with prayer, because we have to ask God for discernment to show us who really is there for us and who really is there for whatever motives they have, according to whatever will benefit them. But that we should take that analysis, it should be something we look deeper into and start doing the things to make our lives better, and at the same time you're supposed to love your neighbor as yourself, right? But human nature is self-preservation, right? Human nature is self-preservation, but that doesn't excuse us, obviously, to not love our neighbor as ourselves, because it's human nature. Just because something is human nature and you feel like you quote-unquote born that way, doesn't mean you should live or continue to live that way. That's a whole other thing. Shots fired to those who like to say, I was born this way, I was born this way. Either way, guys, Jesus loves us all. It's just some absurdities of people as the human race. We just sometimes we have our moments in jail where it's just like, bro, yeah. But either way, relationships. So relationships, right, should be very, like, you should be able to evaluate what it's doing for your life, how it's changing your life, whether in a good or in a bad way, right? But moving on to something that's even deeper, because you see, friendships can build you. Friendships, friendships are good. Friendships, depending what type of friends you have, it's a whole thing. I mean, we all know this. We all have friends. We all have those friends that we just like, and we have those friends that we're like, yeah, that's a good guy. Yeah.